Carmen Electra's rise to fame wasn't easy. It was peppered with near misses, chaos, and tragedy. Nonetheless, the star, who clearly plays by her own rules, managed to fight her way out of rock bottom to achieve Hollywood stardom. This is the untold truth of Carmen Electra. If it seems like Carmen Electra popped out of nowhere, it's because she sort of did. One day, she was 18-year-old Tara Lee Patrick from Ohio, and the next day, she was Carmen Electra, five-time Playboy cover star and Baywatch icon. Strangely enough, it was Prince who plucked her out of obscurity. The Purple Rain singer discovered Electra in 1991 when she auditioned for a girl group on his label, Paisley Park. Electra didn't get the gig, but she made enough of an impact on Prince that he later located her at the Glendale, California Holiday Inn and offered her a solo contract. The following day, he booked her a flight to Minneapolis, Minnesota, where she was picked up in a purple limousine, and they got to work on her self-titled 1993 album. Prince handcrafted almost every aspect of Electra's fledgling career, from her songs to her image. He hated the demos she recorded for Capitol Records, saying he could have used them as a coaster or a frisbee. He even took her on tour to Europe following her album's release. Despite this, Electra's music only graced the Billboard charts once in 2013. Prince didn't just help Carmen Electra launch her career. Collaboration sparked a romance, one Electra was too young to handle with care. Electra was just 18 years old when she got wrapped up with Prince and possibly messed things up by dating someone else behind the star's back. According to a New York Times profile, it doesn't look like Electra knows exactly when their relationship ended. All she does know is that it was definitely over by the time he invited her to listen to I Hate You, the track Prince penned about her infidelity. Prince reportedly told Electra she had two options: live by his rules in Minneapolis or charter her own path in LA. She chose the latter, thinking that if she couldn't make it without him, then she didn't deserve the success.
I just heard recently that he said he was proud of me, and that meant so much.
Before Carmen Electra actually made it, she was briefly homeless in Los Angeles and had little more than a pair of Versace shoes to her name. She didn't have a car or a credit card. At one point, she managed to save $5,000 before it was stolen by her then-boyfriend, who lost it all gambling. It was a stark contrast to the life she led touring with Prince. Prince ended up swooping in to offer Electra some help. He cast her in a weekly dance show called Erotic City at his Glam Slam LA club. The pair reformed a friendship, and Electra was able to find some stability. Soon after, she started infiltrating red carpets with eye-catching outfits, which often drew the mockery of fashion critics, but this was a good thing. Her DIY PR strategy actually gained her enough notoriety that she was cast as the co-host of MTV's Singled Out. As Carmen Electra's television career was taking off in the late 90s, Tara Lee Patrick's home life was falling apart. The star was in her mid-20s, having just landed a role on an MTV show when her mother, Patricia, fell ill with brain cancer. Electra told The Mirror in 2004, "My mom was my best friend, and losing her was the hardest thing I have ever encountered in life. She was everything to me." In an episode of Hollywood Medium with Tyler Henry, Electra revealed that she still had a lot of guilt surrounding her mother's death, mostly because she was preoccupied with her growing career. It was Electra's older brother who stepped up to take care of their ailing mom, who eventually died in 1998, 2 years after her diagnosis. Though Carmen Electra had the support of her then-boyfriend, NBA star Dennis Rodman, 1998 was undoubtedly the hardest year of the Baywatch star's life. Not only did she lose her mother to cancer, but she also lost her sister, who died of a heart attack in her sleep the same month. Electra told The Mirror in 2004, "I felt like I was going around in a cloud, like it wasn't real. I wasn't equipped to deal with this type of emotion." In an episode of Oprah Winfrey's Where Are They Now?, the former Playboy model admitted that the deaths of her mother and sister set her off on a bad path. The same one that led to her decidedly impromptu marriage to Dennis Rodman in Las Vegas. Electra told Oprah, "I started drinking. I just went into self-destruction." Electra eventually sought the help of a therapist, and the tragedy did have a small silver lining. Electra told The Mirror, "Losing my mom and my sister brought me so much closer to my dad, and this was a whole new experience for me." For a short time in the late 1990s, Carmen Electra and Dennis Rodman were the ultimate power couple. The pair's whirlwind romance was like a marathon of debauchery and all-night parties, most of which seemed to take place across the Chicago Bulls' stomping grounds in Illinois and Las Vegas. It only makes sense that the pair tied the knot in Sin City after an all-night bender. In 1998, the former Playboy model and NBA star had only been dating 9 months when they decided to get hitched in Vegas at 7 a.m., 2 hours before the chapel even opened. There was no music beyond the classic Here Comes the Bride, no flowers, no photos, and their exchange of vows wasn't even recorded. In fact, Rodman's agent, Dwight Manley, wasn't even sure it was legal because, as he claimed via People, Rodman's partying the night before might have affected his judgment. Rodman, who seemed miffed by his agent's concerns, claimed he was proud to be married to the Baywatch star. Of course, the brightest flames burn out the fastest, and the pair filed for annulment 9 days later. 6 months after their elopement, like so many quickly evaporated celebrity unions, the marriage was officially kaput. Electra revealed to People, "You think it's romantic, but then you realize, God, we did it in Vegas? It's like getting a cheeseburger at a fast food restaurant." Carmen Electra and Dennis Rodman's marriage would have been one of the greatest short-lived reality TV specials in history. You can bet that MTV wasn't going to miss out on those ratings a second time when the star wed Jane's Addiction guitarist Dave Navarro. In the golden age of reality TV, the couple had its own reality series, Carmen and Dave, an MTV love story, and the spin-off Till Death Do Us Part, Carmen plus Dave. They were the grittier, raunchier, slightly more unhinged version of Jessica Simpson and Nick Lachey, the kind of couple that wouldn't argue over whether chicken of the sea was actually tuna.
I know it's tuna, but it says chicken.
Instead, Electra and Navarro were the type of intense couple that would shove the whole tuna can in each other's faces before passionately making out. It finally seemed like the Baywatch star had met her ultimate match until it didn't. According to MTV News, the pair separated in 2006 after 3 years of marriage, but the reason is hotly up for debate. According to Radar, Navarro reportedly had an affair with an unnamed woman who, years later, also reportedly had an affair with actor Gerard Butler. None of the connected marriages, Navarro and Electra's or the unnamed woman's, survived, but the rumors did. According to People, Navarro and Electra were, quote, heartbroken over their split, but ultimately realized they were better off as best friends. It was reportedly amicable, which doesn't really hint at some major betrayal, so who knows? When Carmen Electra loves, she loves hard. Shortly after her split from Dave Navarro, she fell into the arms of Korn guitarist Rob Patterson. The two dated for less than a year before getting engaged in Las Vegas in 2008. The ring was a unique black diamond, but what was even more unique was the fact that their engagement lasted 4 years until it was clear she was never walking down the aisle. The former Playboy model split from her rocker beau in 2012. Patterson moved out of her Beverly Hills, California home, and Electra started going on dinner dates with Simon Cowell. However, according to Radar, she was the one who broke it off because of Patterson's on-off-on partying. Though the model spent some of her 20s chugging champagne with the Chicago Bulls, she was reportedly over it. Most of us don't remember this, but there was a point where Carmen Electra and Simon Cowell were a thing. Maybe she just liked watching him roll his eyes and curtly degrade her every time she tried to sing along to the radio in the car. Perhaps it really means something to gain the approval of the American Idol and X Factor judge who made rejection his personal brand. Who knows? In an interview with Loaded, Electra revealed that Cowell was very charming and had, quote, a great sense of humor. According to E!, Cowell and Electra both downplayed their 2013 romance, but they dated for almost 6 months.
All the rumors started, but we never dated. We didn't date.
Things only ended when the Sometimes Pussycat doll allegedly caught him with American socialite Lauren Silverman. Per the report, Cowell claimed that he was only friends with Silverman. Electra, however, thought otherwise and left Cowell soon after.
And what is this I hear about you and Simon Cowell getting friendly?
I know there's a lot of rumors about that. We're really good friends, and that's it.
Cowell didn't just allegedly betray Electra. The Sun reports that Silverman was married to one of Cowell's good friends at the time. Apparently, it was fate because as of 2021, the pair are still together and have a child, Eric. A lot has changed since 2007 when Dave Navarro and Carmen Electra finalized their divorce, but for those of us still hoping that Electra and Navarro rekindle their epic romance, we might just be in luck. According to Life and Style, Electra and Navarro reunited in 2017. Their paths had crossed in New York City while the former Playboy model was shooting an episode of Worst Cooks in America, Celebrity Edition. They were coincidentally staying at the same hotel and managed to link up. She claimed it was, quote, really good to see her former flame. Electra also told Life and Style, "We adore each other. Getting back together? Who knows? You never know what can happen in the future. He's a great guy. Maybe we'll surprise everybody and get married again. I'll definitely say that we have a love for each other that is beyond what I can even explain." In 2019, she even posted a throwback of one of their wedding photos on Instagram and raved about the eternal love she has for her ex. You heard it. True love does exist. Carmen Electra's whirlwind marriage to Dennis Rodman may have seemed like a drunken decision, especially because it happened in Las Vegas, but the truth is that it may have actually been much deeper than it looked. As it stands, Rodman still isn't over the Baywatch beauty, and it's been more than 2 decades since their divorce. According to Page 6, the former basketball star opened up during a private fan event in 2018, where he revealed that he was considering proposing to his ex-wife of 20 years. Rodman told Page 6, "If the opportunity were to pop up today and if I saw Carmen, I would probably ask her to marry me again. I have been debating about that the last couple years. I would ask her to marry me again." Somehow, Electra has managed to keep a close bond with both of her ex-husbands. As Rodman noted, the pair, quote, have a real relationship. What's unclear is if the actor feels the same way. In 2020, the Baywatch star went viral for her appearance in Netflix's docuseries The Last Dance, where she chatted about their relationship. In a follow-up with the Los Angeles Times, she said, "I have no regrets at all. I saw all of these different sides of Dennis." Carmen Electra was a cultural fixture of the 90s and early 2000s. She rode the wave of Baywatch to superstardom, and the tabloids became obsessed with her relationships. But in recent memory, Electra has been relatively absent from the public eye. So where in the world is Carmen Electra? Ohio native Tara Leigh Patrick launched her music career under the stage name Carmen Electra in 1993 with a self-titled album. After 20 years of acting and being tabloid fodder, she released a catchy dance single called I Like It Loud in 2013, which reached number 24 on the Billboard Dance Club song charts. Followed that up in 2014 with Work and kept the party anthems coming in 2015 with Around the World. Despite all 3 tunes breaking into the top 25 on the charts, her success didn't fully translate into widespread pop appeal. But don't count out Electra's talents just yet, because music is in her genes. According to the Huffington Post, her father played guitar, her uncle played drums, and her mom sang background for funk singer Bootsy Collins. Electra has been candid about her desire to jumpstart a music career, telling The Grid, "I've been wanting to get back to music for quite some time now. It's been a passion of mine since before I started to work with Prince back in the 90s, but my life and career just happened to take a different path." Few people got to know Prince as intimately as Electra, who, according to Us Weekly, reportedly received her powerful stage name from the Kiss singer when she was 18. The pair worked together in the early 90s and even briefly dated. When Prince passed away in April 2016, Electra took some time to mourn the loss of her mentor. Electra told People, "The world has lost a truly incredible spirit and musical genius. What a blessing it is to be one of the chosen ones who had the chance to work so closely with him. He has inspired an entire generation. I will always love him." The former couple reportedly met when Prince was forming an all-female band. Although Electra didn't make the final cut, he still launched her career in the entertainment industry by penning a song for her called Carmen on Top. Electra told Us Weekly in May 2016, "As an artist and as a person, Prince was so extraordinarily generous, and I'll always be grateful that he believed in me and took a chance on me."
Having these opportunities on such a large scale, working with Prince, I learned a lot.
Believe it or not, Carmen Electra considers herself to be her own, quote, worst enemy, according to HuffPost. Comparing herself to Beyoncé, which admittedly could be the whole problem here, Electra settled some of her own insecurities over restarting her music career after watching the Superstars documentary and realizing that Beyoncé is this super powerful woman who is brilliantly talented with the world at her feet, who still has struggles. Electra claims to have grown a thicker skin over the years. She stated, "There are many ups and downs in this business, but I've learned to appreciate everything and not be as sensitive. Obviously, there are times when you read something about yourself and it affects you. It's even harder when things aren't true. But I believe what I read. I pick up a tabloid, and even knowing things are exaggerated, I still believe it, so I understand why other people do." While attempts to relaunch her music career have had mixed results, in early 2016, Carmen Electra put herself out there as the host of the WE TV series Exile. According to Deadline, the premise of the show was to help on-again, off-again couples decide if they want to make their relationships work or take a chance at new love, all while stuck on an island. Electra joined forces with Dr. Ish Major to help these troubled pairs figure out what's best for their love lives. WE TV reportedly ordered 10 episodes and has not made any formal announcement about a second season. Sadly, this could very well become another notch in Electra's lengthy list of projects that have fallen off the radar too quickly. Many years have passed since Carmen Electra's brief marriage to former NBA star Dennis Rodman, but she's still seemingly embarrassed by the mistake. The pair eloped to Las Vegas in 1998, shortly after her mother passed away, but the dynamic duo split about a year later. The entire debacle played out in the tabloids. Electra told Oprah Winfrey's "Where Are They Now?" "People couldn't understand why I loved him, because he had a reputation for being a bad boy." She said it didn't take long to realize she'd made a mistake.
So when it was good, it was amazing, and when it was bad, it was the worst.
Another romantic sore spot for Electra is Dave Navarro. Like Rodman, Navarro also has a rocky personal history. In June 2019, Electra paid tribute to her rock star ex-husband by posting a wedding photo on Instagram and declaring her, quote, eternal love for him. According to People, they split up after 2.5 years of marriage in 2006. But in 2017, the exes made headlines when they were spotted together, after which Electra told Life in Style, "Maybe we'll surprise everybody and get married again." According to the Dayton Daily News, Carmen Electra and several other professional models sued a strip club called Cheeks, quote, for allegedly using their likenesses in online advertising. In the lawsuit, Electra sought $75,000 in restitution. Cheeks allegedly used Electra's photos, quote, in select online ads and their website between November 2015 until December 2017 without her consent. It's tough to say whether this lawsuit caused Electra to retract from the public eye at all, but it's clear there is one kind of attention she doesn't want. In 2017, Electra launched the lingerie line with Love from Carmen, which easily could have cut into time she had for entertainment pursuits. She told Fox News, "I've always wanted to have my own lingerie line since I started doing all the sexy photo shoots, and then when I merged that with dancing and burlesque, I learned a lot of tricks along the way, what materials are good materials. I remember traveling around the world and I would go to vintage stores and try to find anything from comfortable and cozy to stuff I could wear on stage, something very dramatic." Not only does the collection include swimsuits and homeware, it also includes some advice for the men from the creator herself. She explained, "If you're a man out there, I would pay attention to what your woman is into. Just put a lot of thought into it. But also think about how you want to see her. I think that's fun too. You can also grab your girlfriend and have her try on lingerie for you at the store and pick it out together." Electra became the spokesperson for Skin Cuticle's skin firming cream, telling People in 2016 that she was obsessed with it. She loved it so much that 3 years later she started her own line, Carmen Electra by Valact Skin Cream. The former Baywatch star told Radar Online, "For me personally, it was important that this cream was more than just another luxury product, but a skin cream that can be used not only to obtain gorgeous facial skin, but vibrant skin on your entire body." Electra's partner in the endeavor, Valacto Bio Inc., put out a press release in June 2018 announcing its win of the Buyer's Choice Award at a Las Vegas trade show for beauty products. Those products have since hit the retail market, which we imagine was the end result of a lot of time and effort on Electra's behalf, and all outside of the traditional entertainment biz, too.